Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I want to take a look here at Boeing stock and talk about a few reasons why I think that they are about to go to $300 or around that price, guys. I think that Boeing is about ready to rip out. Now obviously I am not a financial advisor, so you don't have to listen to anything I say, but I was right in the past when I told you to buy around 170, then again at 190. And guys, listen, if you are in the free Discord, which is linked down in the description below, you would have seen this play from Boeing. Now this just came back to life here. You can see that yesterday we were up around $200 or 20% on this play. So for anybody who was in that right now, you can see that Boeing went up 8% today. So that was absolutely massive. And I hope that you guys are enjoying the profits as much as I am. But guys, I want to tell you to continue holding on that play if you are here from the Discord. But again, I want to talk about a few specific things with Boeing that is making me extremely bullish here over the next days to come. And I want to talk about why I realistically think this stock could be heading to $300 again or back to that range in the next few weeks of time, and why you should consider going all in with me, as well as the new position that I'm going to be adding here over the next few days. Now, talking more specifically about a few of the reasons why I'm bullish on Boeing here, most of them have to do with the technical analysis here that I'm seeing on the chart, and I want to show you guys exactly why I'm so bullish on Boeing breaking out over the next few days here, but especially why I'm so bullish on them being above the $200 to $300 mark by the end of 2021. So as you can see with Boeing here, they have just recently come out of a breakout, and unfortunately the volume just was not the same there when they broke out. Now I did tell you guys to buy around 180 to 190. That's when I made my second video on Boeing, telling you guys that this was definitely going to be a great price to buy, and ultimately the long-term support price that I was going to be watching for this stock Boeing. Now, as you guys can see, this stock has retested this price very recently. So guys, if anybody bought in at that price, congratulations. Or if you did buy when I put my notification in the Discord at around $200 flat, then congratulations guys. But the plan here is to continue holding. And the main reason for that is that we are headed right now to the resistance level that I identified as well almost 2 months back in my previous Boeing video, and explained that that level was going to be the breakout moment for Boeing stock, and ultimately the level we have to watch if we are trying to trade this stock up to $300. Now, for what reason do I think that we are going to be able to break out this time, and why do I not think it's going to be a repeat of this 233 level again, similarly to how we saw a couple of weeks ago? And that all comes down to the volume. So that's why I'm zooming in real close on the chart here, so you guys can take a look at the bottom of the screen and see how the volume has changed over time. So when we did have the breakout here, a lot of people noticed Boeing going up and got in consistently, but you can see that over the last few days, the volume has remained very flat, and only when the volume rose again did the trend flip. So that's what we have to watch here on the chart with Boeing. What is the volume doing? And if we can guide ourselves by what other investors are doing and financial institutions like banks, then that's going to be a great indication of when to jump in on Boeing. And right now you can see that the volume is significantly higher than the last few days and looking to continue trading higher in this same trading day. So even though Boeing is already up 8%, it seems like they can head all the way to 233 by the end of today. Obviously, I'm very bullish on Boeing, but guys, there is a very good reason for that, and I think that this company is about ready to start recovering now and start getting on a trajectory back to the $300 mark and actually being worth that as a company here. I think that they are out of the water with a lot of their problems and starting to recover. So if Boeing is able to break above this 233, that's ultimately when I will be doubling down extremely heavy on my position. But in the meantime, I do have those calls that I told you guys about in the Discord, so I will be holding those for as long as I can. But if we do get to 233 and get rejected, then that will be ultimately an indication that this position might not be ready to rip. But in the meantime, it's looking very bullish, and I think that this is going to be that opportunity to catch Boeing at a price where you can be very happy about it in around 1 or 2 years time. Alright guys, now before we end the video, I want to show you one more resource that you can use to basically get an idea of whether or not a company is overvalued, undervalued, and what other people are saying about a company at any one time. Now this is going to be great for beginners who don't really understand the market, they don't want to look through financial charts, and you just want to get a basic idea on whether you should buy a company right now. Yahoo Finance is going to be a good place to come and look, and I want to show you exactly what you should look at to get a basic gauge on these companies. Now, the first thing that I always like to look at is going to be earnings reports. You can see right here that a lot of the times companies meet or beat expectations. Now, if a company is consistently beating, then that's going to be something that is basically signaling growth with a company and is very, very positive for the long term. Now, with Boeing, you can see that they are pretty much up and down here, but I think that they might report above in the next quarter as the analyst estimate isn't really too high here, and we'll see exactly what happens with that. But obviously, guys, that is going to be more of a guess as you can't know exactly what's going to happen with earnings in the future. Now, another good thing to look at is going to be their revenue versus earnings. And if you can see here, revenue is the green bar. Now, this green bar is basically going to show us how much the company made this year, and the earnings bar, the blue bar, is going to show us whether or not they made profit. So if the blue bar is large, that means that they made a large profit. If the green bar is large, that means that they sold a lot, but unfortunately did not produce or make as much profit as you would expect or would want from a company like Boeing. So guys, that's going to be basically what I use Yahoo Finance for, and what I would recommend you guys to take a look at this website and use it for as well, because it is a good tool. Sometimes they do produce some pretty bad recommendations here, like when they say Boeing is overvalued, even though it's almost half the price that it was back at the beginning of 2020, or like when they say there's a bearish pattern detected, but you can see that Boeing is up 7% on the day. Those are the kind of things that don't really match up with what's happening here on the chart. You can see that Boeing's been up for the last month here, and even in the short term, they say that it's going down, but Boeing has been increasing over the last 4 to 6 weeks. So that makes no sense, but there is a lot of good things that you can still draw from this website. And the next thing that I want to show you guys is going to be this conversations tab. Now, this is one of the most worst places to find investment advice, but one of the main things that I use it for is basically to take a gauge on whether or not people are interested in a stock at that moment. And a lot of the times with penny stocks or smaller stocks, you can get a very good idea of how many people are in on a play at that moment. With Boeing, you can see there are almost 98,000 reactions today, so that's going to be pretty significant. And with almost 25 to 30 people watching at all times, there are at least some people that do care about this stock and are considering it as an investment right now. So that's obviously all going to be very positive for the company Boeing, and with any other company that you might want to take a look at. This is going to be a fine tool to start with and to do for beginners. So guys, as always, don't forget to check this tool out. Now, considering a few more news-based reasons why Boeing stock might have jumped over the last few days, you can see that the top stories here have flipped from being very, very negative to now being very positive, and the Motley Fool even talks about why Boeing stock just jumped. And over here from the street, you can see that Jim Cramer has been recommending Boeing stock very, very heavily here over the last few days. So these are a lot of good reasons and a lot of things that you can look at here with these articles and news pieces to kind of get an idea of what Boeing investors are feeling right now and when might be a good time to jump in. So again, guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Check out the free links in the description. That's going to be the TradingView, which is this platform that I'm trading on right now, and also the Discord. So don't forget to check that out. But as always, guys, I hope all your plays are in the green, and thanks for watching.